Hello, I'm Nolan Carpenter. This is my meat cooking video. What I'll be working with is some ribs and a Boston butt. What I'll be doing is I'm going to smoke them. I'm going to use homemade dry rub. So hope you enjoy the video. I'll be storing the meat in this cooler on my way from Gainesville to Atmore, Alabama. I will now be taking the meat out of the fridges and putting them into the sink to rest. Now, before we begin anything in the meat preparation stage, first we have to wash our hands. I'm going to have hot water. Start with a rinse. Two pumps of shampoo that I'm going to wash for at least 20 seconds, which is about singing Happy Birthday 2 times. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nolan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nolan. Happy birthday to you. And many more. And you rinse them off very thoroughly. Take a towel and dry them off. Make sure it's a clean towel. This right here is me making the dry rub for it, which contains kosher salt, chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, paprika, and black pepper. You use 1 teaspoon of cumin and paprika and black pepper and 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, chili powder, garlic powder, and onion powder. This right here is me dry rubbing the dry rub into the meat. You want to really get a good, nice, firm grip on it and get it deep into the meat. Make sure you get the flavor all throughout. Make sure to get the ends, the sides, all of it, and make sure to do that for all of the meat. I did it on both the racks of rib and the Boston butt very thoroughly, and it came out nice. We'll be using a Bradley electric smoker right here, and the wood we'll be using to smoke our meat is mesquite wood, and the temperature we'll be cooking it at is 240. Now that it is at 245, what we're going to do, we're going to start putting the meat in. This is the Boston butt I'm putting in right now. Leaving the Boston butt in the pan, that way it can get nice and juicy. Last rack we'll be putting in. Now we're going to be letting these cook for about 4 hours. So in 4 hours, we'll come, check on them, see if they're done.
You got to check every couple hours for the water.
Well, every 2 hours we change the water.
Video? Right now we're getting the ribs out. They cook very nice. Look at that, nice. Get a new pan. Now we're going to use apple juice, apple cider vinegar, and apple cider. Going to mix a quarter of each into this in order to make a juice that'll tender up the meat real well. That way it just kind of falls off the bone. Very good.
Tell them how much you're using to eat.
Yeah, quarter of each.
What, a quarter of a foot?
Quarter of a cup of each.
1 ounce of blend.
There we go. Got it all mixed up. Gonna pour it in the spray bottle. Once it gets done cooking in the smoker, you're gonna spray it on it. That way it tenders it up.
Do it over the sink.
Just come across highway.
All set. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this vinegar solution we made right here, spray it on these to tender them up. That good? Flip it. It's gonna tender up, then we're gonna wrap it up and make sure it doesn't fall apart. And put it back. That good? Not fair.
You could. Okay.
I'm gonna wrap it up nice and tight. Keep all the juices in. Then after we spray them all, we're gonna put them back in there for another about 2 hours to cook it.
And then we should be ready.
Then, final product should be ready.
And go.
Now this time we're gonna take them. We're gonna put them back in the smoker. This time we're only gonna use the oven portion of it. We're gonna cook them for about 2 hours. Get them nice, not dry them out. Then should be ready to eat. them in. Want to set your oven to about 240 for 2 hours. Should be ready to go. Now we got them out of the oven. Let's see how we did. First one's the big rib. Look at that. Get a fork and see how tender it is. See how it kind of bounces? Real tender like. That's gonna fall right off the bone. Next, gonna check the Boston butt. You could smell that in this video. It's absolutely delicious. The juices. I think we did a good job on that one. Stay away, George. Then, last 2 ribs. And they came out really nice. Looks really beautiful. Then we got one more after that. All the beautiful finished products. Thank you for watching the video, everyone. This has been Carpenter Cooking. I'd like to give a special shout out to my grandfather and my dad for helping me out, learn the process of the Carpenter Cooking way. I'd like to thank my aunt for making the sides, and I'd like to thank Becca Grinzel for being an amazing camera woman.
What about me?
If you want to learn how to cook more like a carpenter, keep watching these videos and I'll teach you the right way.